Welcome back, everybody. I hope everybody had a good holiday break. And today we're going to talk about something very exciting because we're starting our book club in just a couple of days here on the 1st of January. And we're going to be talking about The Family of Pascual Duarte by Camilo José Cele. And that's the best pronunciation you're going to get out of me today. But I'm really excited about it. This is my pick for the book club. And yeah, we're going to be starting a couple of days, like I said here. And I'm going to give a spoiler-free overview, and then when we complete the book, I will give the spoiler. Definitely going to be spoilers in the review of my personal opinion and the club's opinion of the book, whether it's worth reading or not. This one's been on my to be read pile for quite some time. It's a very small book. It's only going to take us about 13 days to read. That's at 11 pages a day. So pretty brisk walk there. I thought it'd be a good intro. But the subject matter, despite its size, is pretty interesting. Um, and here I will give you my spoiler-free synopsis of said book. Um, it's presented as the prison memoir of Pascal Duarte, a man from rural Extremadura who writes down the story of his life while awaiting execution. In a plain, matter of fact voice, he recounts a childhood shaped by poverty, a volatile household, and the hard codes of honor and survival in a harsh countryside. As he grows up, Pascal drifts between brief hopes of stability and the pull of circumstances he can't seem to outrun. Watching how small humiliation, local feuds, and everyday brutality become the texture of ordinary life. As an adult, Pascal tries, sometimes earnestly, sometimes desperately, to carve out a different future through work, love, and attempts of domestic peace. But the world around him remains tight and unforgiving, and his own temper and sense of fatalism complicate every chance at escape. The novel builds its tension less from plot twist than from slow accumulation of pressure. You see how a man comes to believe he is boxed in by family legacy, social forces, and his own impulses. Moving toward a reckoning, he narrates with unsettling calm. So, you got a guy, and just some context. This is okay. When I say Civil War, it's going to be Spain's Civil War here, because yes, they had their own Civil War. So it takes place a little after that. So he grew up in a hard, war-torn environment. His country was at war with each other, right? That's going to affect anybody. And then bureaucracy and just life in general, he gets pushed and pushed and pushed. And when you continually do that to a person, they're going to have a response. And it goes either one of two ways, either complete conformitude and resignment to whatever's going on around them, and they're completely miserable, but they accept that they're completely miserable, or you push back. And it's going to go toward the latter because we're talking about he's telling his story from prison, right? So this is very appealing. It's interesting subject matter. And when a person is pushed too far, what can happen? And it's one of those exploratory things I think will make for great conversation in the book club. And here, let me crank up the screen share if you're just interested and want to pick it up for yourself. Let's see. Where did I put that? There it is, over here, of course. And then I need to move that here. Move thing. There we go. Now we can do the screen share. I know, always fumbling the screen share. It's terrible. Love it. So here we go. There is the book. And I kind of read a description. I think my description was better. But let's talk about the author. They live because the author has an interesting background in and of himself. Born 1916, died in 2002, was a Spanish novelist, poet, essayist, and raconteur associated with the Generation 36 movement, which was a group of Spanish artists working during the Spanish Civil War. So, you lived during this, right? In 1943, he became a censor in Franco, Spain, during which his best known works were produced and were often scrutinized by fellow censors. Cele was awarded the 1989 Nobel Prize in Literature for a rich, intensive prose, which with restrained compassion forms a challenging vision of a man's vulnerability. In 1994, he was awarded the Premio Planeta, and in 1996 was ennobled. That's a fun word, ennobled. Uh, King Juan Carlos I, who gave Celia the heraldry title of Marquis of Iria Flavia. We'll go with that. In the nobility of Spain, some of Celia's notable works also include The Hive, Boxwood, Those Passing Clouds, The Galician, and Christ versus Arizona. So this particular copy, and it is the copy we're reading, is from bookshop.org. I will have the link down in the description below. And that concludes our screen share. Ta-da. So yeah, I think it's going to be an awesome time. I'm very much looking forward to it. And if you're interested in reading along with us, it's not too late. You can hop in the book club. We're not actually going to meet up until next Wednesday to talk about what we've read so far. So you got a little bit of time to get the book ordered and hop in with us if you'd like. Link for the Patreon will also be down below, as well as the Discord, which you can join as well for ongoing conversation. You don't have to be part of the book club to join. It's open to the public, with just a small section for the book club itself, which is private. And yeah, in the comments, I'd like to hear if you've read the book, what you thought about it. Try not to give any spoilers because this is the spoiler-free video. The other video definitely gives spoilers. But yeah, just general opinion. You didn't like the prose. You thought the subject matter was too dark or not dark enough. Something along those. Just make it vague for people who haven't read the book yet. And for those reading along, yeah, I look forward to seeing you at the book club and having some interesting discussions. And I think that's going to do it for today. So keep on booking on.